Well, we're back, and hopefully it doesn't.
Okay, I'm gonna actually close out the live stream and just do chat only. Which, how do I do that again? I think that's
Just there's a pop-out option. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. No, that's not what I need. That's how we run. Okay, we needed a boat. That's what we need. We need a boat. We need a boat from Barradin. That's why we're here.
So I can actually close out the Twitch web page. That's right.
Yeah, just
keep
close
the chat
the.
open.
Yeah, once you do the pop-out chat, you can close the Twitch page.
Okay, that should.
Sadie, truth, Borg. I know Borg is fighting Dual Magus right now, so he's probably not listening.
Yeah.
How's it going, everybody?
Okay, that should work for me. Just so it'll save my bandwidth a bit of headache. Okay. Okay, yeah, I'm doing good with the Skype. You don't have to start it up again. I can see your screen. It's good.
I don't...
And you're fighting a slug. He drops tin. He's a good way to farm tin.
This slug is so owned.
You can make tin suits.
Angela doesn't have multi-heal yet. I can't honestly remember if I had multi-heal for that Dual Magus fight either. When I did it my first time through.
Angela was okay with the bow. Kind of like him with the bow. But I'm always torn. Do I want to give him the sword or not?
Angela, I'm going sword this time. Last time I went bow.
Yeah. You're muted, Sai, but yes, I'm giving that a try. Guys, I'm drinking a Cthulhu cocktail.
What is a Cthulhu cocktail?
Well,
because I'm just drinking boring beer.
Of course. If I live. Okay, I'll explain to the chat really quick while you're fighting an Egbert. I like Egbert, actually. He's sort of one of my favorite monsters, even though I never really used any of the monsters in this game. It was one of the aspects of the game I just didn't... Oh, this what bugs me. Stop right here for a second. That door you just searched, you can never open it in the game.
Oh, well, it might be in an update.
It just upsets me. I don't know why. It's a troll door. You can't open it ever.
You can only use 3 cheese in one battle. Well, there goes the cheese run challenge.
Oh, you mean because Minji gets full? Not Minji. Whatever his name is. So Munchie gets full, huh? I didn't know that because I don't use cheese that much. Because in Dragon Quest VIII, here's what I don't like about Dragon Quest VIII Alchemy. You can't put. Okay, you know how it takes milk and mold to make regular cheese.
It's milk and rennet powder to make regular
milk and rennet powder to make cheese. What gets me is you can't put like 10 milks and 10 rennet powders and get 10 cheeses. That would have been so much better.
It was an early alchemy system. They improved it in 9 by making you not have to wait. And being able to put in 10 things at a time.
Gate, although it helps with grinding because you keep it on, it's really annoying in many regards, but you can cheat that system. If you're in town, just run against a wall. No encounters in the alchemy system will go off just normal. So you can do alchemy while you're in town.
Yeah, but
you just have to keep moving.
Why waste that time just running into walls when you could spend that time actually going and getting leveled up?
True, but if you don't need to level up, you know where I'm getting with this? I mean, sometimes you don't need to level up. There's Chef from South Park just sitting there.
That wasn't Chef.
Us too. He's got a chef hat and he's black. Dude, he's Chef.
That doesn't make him a what?
That totally makes him Chef. Okay, the Cthulhu cocktail, yeah. I used to do something called Scan and Bar, and basically we put barcodes on liquor bottles and then we scan their levels, and then we scan them again, and every day you scan the whole inventory, so it keeps track of inventory and quantity sold. It's for bars. It's a good system. I'm not going to promote it, but it's a good system. Mm-hmm. Okay, that aside, the point of the matter is that after I would scan the bottles, it was my responsibility to also throw them out. Because bars have a neck in each bottle, a little stem, when the bottle's empty, there's still a small amount of alcohol left in the bottle that they don't care about. They put the bottle to the side, we scan it, we throw it out. If you collect the drops left over of every bottle and mix them together, you get a Cthulhu cocktail. And we're talking, this takes a while to get. This takes about 500 bottles worth of empty drops just to get a bottle full. And I scanned for a year and a half, and I think total I got about 10 bottles full. I don't have them all now. I sent a couple to some friends, and I've drank some over the years. I have 4 I had 5 bottles. Now I have 4 bottles because the 5th bottle is almost empty because I put some Cthulhu in my drink tonight. And it's a system that will get you buzzed regardless of your tolerance level because it's got a tremendous amount of everything in it.
The mixing actually doesn't really get you drunk faster. All that really matters is, like, you know, your own body weight and...
No, but mixing sometimes, like, they say binge drinking, which is drinking a bunch, but also they say if you drink more than 4 types of alcohol in an hour, it could lead to death. That has to do with different types. That's a very, very rare case, though. I'll admit it's an extremely rare case, but it could happen. They warn you not to mix tons of types of alcohol together. But it does seem to get me buzzed quite a bit faster. I think because it has a lot of 40% mix. It's got, you know, bourbon whiskeys along with vodkas, along with gins, along with rums, and it's actually surprisingly sweet. Yeah.
Can't
save. Better save first before you go there.
I just now saved. I'm taking the boat from Barradin back to S-Rock.
Cartier? Oh yeah, that's right.
For
that's
the tower to restore the Genesis rock.
That's right, the Genesis.
Let me check my items real quick.
Yeah, the Zipangu music perfection was I could not put my finger on where I'd heard that music before until someone commented, "It's Zipangu, dumbass." And I'm like, "Oh right, Zipangu."
Zipangu, the Orochi 3.
I know, and the Orochi was a boss I was extremely worried about for a while in Dragon Warrior 3 when I was playing all thieves, but it turns out the Orochi's a pushover compared to Boss Troll. Boss Troll is so much more threatening than Orochi.
Dragon Quest 4 guide. That's actually that's an okay guide. That's a lot better than the Dragon Quest 8 guide.
If you had the Dragon Warrior 4 book from the Nintendo, at the very back of the book there was a cutout to send away for the strategy guide for Dragon Warrior 4. I sent that away. I actually cut it out perfectly with a blade, so it's a little box without the rip in the frame. So it's perfectly cut square. I sent it in. I got the book. So now I have the book. I used the book just enough to where one of the fold-out maps just started to rip, and I said no more. So I folded the map up. I didn't open that book since.
Dude, it
actually was a very good map. It was a very good strategy guide.
Get it framed. Protect that shit. That is a piece of gaming history, man.
I have it, and it's a very good book, as a matter of fact. It tells you where all the tiny medals are. I'm sorry, they're called small medals at that point.
I found I got a hold of the mail order only Dragon Warrior 2 guide.
Oh, sweet!
I got a hold of it. The problem is, like, I got it for $5, and there's a reason it's $5. It is water damaged to high hell. Like, it survived a flood or something. Still totally readable, but it is in just miserable condition.
Oh, it's one of those sorry, sad, soggy pieces of... Oh, man,
yeah,
if only.
I'm still happy to have it, though, because I never
of course.
had it then.
Oh, yeah, I'm keeping that. I also bought the Final Fantasy III Forbidden Game Secrets big, thick book.
God damn it, I need to go all the way back to...
Yes, you do. Oh, but if you cast, if you go in that cave and cast, use an exit bell, you'll appear at the shrine.
This cave right here, the one that I'm next to?
The one in the islands that, yeah, if you're in that cave and you use an exit bell, you should appear at the shrine. Because that's what the priest says in the shrine. He says, not here. Go into the cave.
That's what I was asking, though.
Yeah. Not here. Go
the
past
other
the ship,
cave.
go in, and then use an exit bell.
Right,
You'll go right to the shrine. An NPC tells you that in this game.
Yeah, but that was a while ago.
But you always forget. I have the game, Valkyrie Profile, which actually is a fun game to play. The original for PlayStation. When I say I have a game, I have the original release for its original console, okay? So I got the original Valkyrie Profile, and I had to get the original strategy guide because I just could not for the life of me figure that game out of who to recruit and how and get the army. And that game has so many branching ways, it confused me. I liked the game system, but I couldn't play the game without the guide after a while.
Valkyrie Profile was in desperate need of a tutorial.
I know, it did give you one at all. Yes, there is a piece of story between some of the characters before they get killed, and Valkyrie comes and recruits them for her Einherjar. And actually, if you know Norse mythology and legend, the Einherjar are the soldiers recruited by the Valkyrie to fight at Ragnarok for Odin.
Yeah.
Not sure who they're supposed to fight against.
Such a nut! What's up, man? Valkyrie Profile? Valkyrie Profile totally has a translation. We got the original release of Valkyrie Profile. We got the PSP re-release of Valkyrie Profile. We got Valkyrie Profile Lennith. We got Valkyrie Profile 2. I don't think
the original is hard to find.
Yeah, the original one is pretty hard to find. I have it sitting on a shelf.
Oh, I do too. And also, you guys are going to hate me. I have a saran-wrapped, unopened original Xenogears.
Damn. I think the only PS1 game that I have that's unopened is...
And it's not... here's the kicker.
I have
it's not the
Saiki
greatest hits version. Because Xenogears had a greatest hits, and it's not greatest hits. Just like Symphony of the Night had greatest hits, I have the original non-greatest hits version of that game.
It depends on them. There are certain versions of the games that might be greatest hits that might be worth more. Because greatest hits, while it's supposed to be an unlimited run...
It is.
There's no such thing as an unlimited
No, but
run.
what they mean is they produced enough that it's not going to be hard to find.
That's the idea anyways. It's still, it doesn't prevent people from selling Final Fantasy VII for like $80.
Which is retarded, even greatest hits. I know. I have the original FF7. I never bought greatest hits. I don't need to. Matter of fact, I have 3 copies of the original FF7. I just collected them over the years. People would give them to me, you know? Because the game, people wore it out. Like they played it to death. And I'm like, yeah, I'll take it off your hands. Here's $15, you know, a long time ago.
It kind of suffered in the same way that like Chrono Trigger did, where it has a false rarity. It actually had plenty of copies produced. It's one of those games that everybody knows and everybody remembers. So it's not something that you actually see in a shop.
Yeah, so the value is artificially increased because of that. FF7, there's no shortage of those discs.
Yep, they're everywhere.
You go into a used game store, you'll see a few, and he wants $80 for it. And I'm like, look, this game isn't rare. You know, get it through your head.
As long as people are willing to pay $80, which there are people out there, he's going to sell it.
He's going to return the Genesis Rock. He's just doing something different right now.
I'm trying to save up some money for herbs, such a nut, because once I get on the boat, I won't be able to return until the goal is completed, and I won't be able to save or anything, and I only have 5
If you're going to do that, Saigan, go to where you can find armored Arnies, because if you find one, you'll at least get iron.
I
know where they are. They're in that cave. They're in the second area of the cave, and it's better to grind there because you have a chance of hitting the Notorious Monster, a chance of getting iron. And the enemies are the same as what you find out here.
Do I need iron?
You will need iron for a bunch of alchemy. I know you get iron later in one chapter, but during that chapter...
What's up, Borg? Congratulations on your win. No. That is a rough fight, dude.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Oh, there's no boss in the tower? Oh. Well, what am I worried about?
Well, you just wanted to do some grinding.
I wanted to do grinding to save up some herbs so I wouldn't waste my magic points by the time I got there.
No, that's legit strategy. Herbs are useful, and unfortunately only Dragon Quest 8 and beyond allowed you to update herbs to stronger herbs. Anything before that, herbs never got improved.
But
herbs don't get improved here either, but at least they offer you love water in this game.
The reason I'm getting the herbs now, though, is so that I could save all of my magic points and everything for a boss in the tower. Such a Nut has just informed me that there is no boss in the tower.
Okay, fine. Anyway, yeah, I use the armored Arnies around here to grind for iron because, yeah, you have that club. You can make a mace.
Oh, there's a boss on the way to the tower. Well, that's a pretty critical difference.
Yeah, just grind where the armored Arnie is. He's in the next area over from this cave right here.
Okay.
Just because it gives you the chance to fight him. That's all. And if you
Such a Nut is just trying to get me killed is all.
I'm not trying to get you killed.
I said Such a Nut is.
I love you guys in chat. You're always the same people. It's like a community now. It really is.
I'm trying to figure out. So somebody approached me on Twitter and wanted to know. God damn it! I went the wrong way again. Wanted to know if I was interested in joining in on a Dragon Quest stream marathon that he was planning amongst a bunch of different streamers.
Are you going to take part in it or just watch?
I would want to take part in it, but unfortunately, like, my conversation with him has just kind of dropped off. I was like, yeah, that sounds kind of interesting. What are the details? And then I got nothing else. Like, what? I'm curious.
It'd be interesting, I think. It really would. Oh, you guys know how I met Saigan? I'll tell you guys real quick.
Elden! Okay, thank you, Borg. Shout out to Elden.
There's a
who
place
can't
called GGPO
chat.
where he was doing some games, and he had this, like, some of his Let's Plays on. He's like, if anyone wants to play me on games, let me know. And I just messaged him. I said, yeah, I'll play you. So we did GGPO for like 3 episodes.
Yeah, we did
Metal Slug X.
and Dungeons and
What are your
Dragons, the
fighting
Tower of
games?
Mystara.
Yeah.
We played Garou, Mark of the Wolves.
I forgot about that one. Yeah, nice.
What was the other one we did?
That fighting game that you liked and I didn't know anything about.
Yeah, it was Garou.
Oh, okay, okay. Eventually I learned that one guy cheap, but, you know.
Yeah, I'll give you a heads
he was
up, Borg.
Ryu clone, so he was easy to learn.
Because
Yeah.
I would like to see, a big Dragon Quest event on Twitch. That would definitely help in raising interest in the series. To see suddenly a bunch of Dragon Quest streams going on. Because that's what the series really needs, is just more exposure.
Yeah. Since they've done online Dragon Quest, which I'm sorry to say, guys, I don't think that was the right direction for Dragon Quest, because Dragon Quest is not an ATB system.
Neither was Final Fantasy.
Yeah, it was. It was always that way. You could
No, it
always
wasn't.
cycle.
It was not an ATB system until 4.
Okay, you're right. You could skip characters, but 4 is the one we knew. R2. Yeah, right around here. Just run. This is where Armored Armies are.
But I don't need to grind now. Oh wait, no, there is a boss.
Okay, you're right. You weren't gonna grind. That's right. There's a boss on the way though.
Yeah.
Crabs drop copper ore.
I'll grind here for a little bit. I'll grind here until I get bored of grinding.
R2, Japanese 4-star ATB. Okay, you're right. But that system is set up to be a better online system because of that. And Dragon Quest never had that. It was always turn-based.
The problem with doing turn-based online is, what if somebody walks away from their keyboard? The ATB on Dragon Quest X is extremely lenient. It still feels like you're playing a Dragon Quest game. It's just there's also a timer involved that you need to actually pay attention to on getting your inputs done.
The Truth Perfection says skip the grinding. I say it's up to you. But this is a good cave because slugs give you tin, crabs give you copper, and armored arnies give you iron. So this is actually basically a mine.
Is the boss pretty simple, Truth? Or wait,
I don't want him to be underpowered. But again, I grind a bit, so...
Being underpowered makes the boss fights a hell of a lot more interesting, though.
Yeah, but if you're underpowered in Dragon Quest VIII, you die.
No.
You have to grind that first cave. You have to grind for it. You
yeah,
cannot
the first cave, but after that first cave, so long as you manage yourself well, it's not really an issue. If you're familiar with the Dragon Quest systems, you don't have to really grind a lot in 8. For the main story, anyways.
Hi, children. Okay, we're done. You don't die in 8 from being underleveled. In a way, you do.
Yeah, I'm with Cannibal P.
It can be funnier.
I am a glutton for punishment. So no, damn it, I don't want to go.
It can be funny. I'm of two minds when it comes to leveling.
God damn it.
I don't like to grind per se. I don't. Seriously, despite everything I do, I don't like grinding. However, I will grind up to time.
How many monsters did you get to max level in DQ5?
Dragon Quest V. I've played Dragon Quest V. I never got anyone to max... Okay, that's not quite true. I got a few people to max level. I got the Golem to max level because he's just so awesome. You can't not have him in your party.
Maximum.
Because he has Meditate.
What's up,
At
Max?
level 40, he has Meditate. You can't go wrong with Meditate. He gets full MP and full HP back. Just because of that. 3 Golems, you can just steamroll the entire game.
I'm just saying, well, you might not be like, Korean level in your grinding.
Not, yeah.
You still enjoy grinding to a degree.
Okay, Golem's not the only one. I actually max leveled the really low level monsters that you can't help but max level. The ones whose max levels are under 20. Those ones you just get max level when they're in your party, basically. So that those guys got max level, like the spiked hair, the slime. Actually, the slime's level 99.
All right, let's rock and roll.
All right, let's go. Take the ship. Oh, you know what's funny is the mayor says, you can use my ship if you don't destroy it. And there's this buildup.
Try-
I'm not going to
try to not crash this ship,
You might
yeah.
just destroy the ship.
Truth-
It's so tense. You're like, oh, wait a minute. He just said don't do it. So you have this sinking feeling you're going to ruin his ship. If you remember what his text was.
I honestly did not feel that I was going to ruin his ship. My feeling was, oh, this guy doesn't want me to destroy his probably expensive ship.
You just fought a boss here. So it's
Okay,
like, it's
so
not surprise.
It's a boss. We fight bosses on ships all the time without them being destroyed. On the subject of DQ5 monsters,
Slime Knight, you couldn't max level. He was 99.
King Slime. It's all about the King Slime.
No, it's not. The slime is more powerful than the king slime. The king slime
I
has a
don't
max
care.
level.
I don't care.
50.
Does
slime is
does
better.
the slime have as pudgy cheeks as the King Slime?
No.
Well, there you go.
The King Cure slime is better than the king slime.
The King Cure Slime, whatever. The King Cure Slime was freaking amazing in DQ5. He could drop multi-heal every single round of the final
so
boss.
jiggly. That's all. That's the only reason you like him, because he just blibbers.
It does matter.
every-
It totally matters, Truth.
I'm just saying, the slime was better than the king slime. I compared max stats. Even a slime at level 40 was better than the king. The king slime actually had a pathetically low amount of max hit points, and you could get the king slime to max level relatively fast. Because by the time you got him, if you grinded for him, by the time you got him, you were at the area where you were getting like 5,000 to 7,000 experience per battle, and he just got there.
Oh my god, slow all works on the boss.
40 hours for what? The perfection. 40 hours for what? Gotta be. Yeah, I liked 5 system, but what I wished is that, I know this is, you're gonna kill me for this, everyone's gonna kill me for this, but because 5 allowed monster recruiting, I really wished you didn't get human characters. Yes, even your family. Because my argument is this. You get a lot of monsters. It's so varied. You have so many options. Why mingle human party members who you want to take because it's more personality for the hero? He's got a family. It's more personal.
Because some people like having monsters on the team. Some people
Would never
want
do
their
that. It's
team
not
to consist of a bunch of slimes, Zen.
Actually, I had a Dragon Quest V PS2 remake addendum where I was just doing slimes, and I gotta tell you, slimes will steamroll the competition if you just have them.
That's why.
I
Yeah,
even
40
got-
hours sounds right, Borg. 40 hours to
I never
clear
got a metal
Gilmegus.
babble, but I got a metal slime, and they're hard to get. But you can grind them in the first cave where Papa sleeves the Erdrick sword. They're actually easy to find there. In fact, they're all over the place.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Borg is dropping spouting fighting
No,
words.
look, I'm not gonna fight you on this. I already why I like 4 better, and it has to do with the personality. and the
we
level.
already did that fight. We did that fight last week.
I know, and nothing got resolved. We agreed to disagree. Saigan
Is
loves
that
the
silence?
flexibility.
Did Egbert got silenced?
Yeah, you don't have to use the item to cure silence. You don't have to.
Well,
but if you,
here's the thing.
it'll
Nobody
5 rounds.
nobody took damage last turn, so I can just have
Right.
Egbert heal himself of silence.
Manual option. I know manual option's not in this in the NES version. I know this, and that is a problem with the NES cartridge. I am not even going to argue that. You're 100% correct. I did not like the fact, but Game Genie allowed you to do it.
Not everybody was a cheater, then.
You don't have to cheat. That's just removing the flaw in the game. As a matter of fact, people who made Dragon Warrior 4 thought it was a retarded act not to put manual in.
Can you source that?
Not currently.
Well,
I read it somewhere. Okay, fine. That's not credible. That's not credible. But I want to believe, personally want to believe that's true. Okay? It's true. It's probably not true. But it makes me feel better. Just like religion was.
absolutely. Truth, I will agree with that. 4 is better than 1.
Okay, I'm sorry
You
to say.
Wait, you think that
1 was
1
made
is
in a
better
different
than
time.
7, 6, and 2?
1 was better. 1 was made in the 80s. It was a different time.
I
the
don't-
early 80s.
Well,
It was
I try not to
87.
compare...
or 90.
Oh, okay. Alright. See, that makes a lot more sense.
Like 4 better than 6. Yeah, I did too. I only
Okay.
played 6 once, and 6. People like 6. I'm sorry, but when I played it and beat it, I personally can't tell you anything about 6 because it wasn't memorable.
There's a lot of people on Dragon's Den who feel that 6 is their favorite. I have not played 6, so that's another one where I don't really have... Wait, why do I even care to echo Herb the hero? He's not doing anything with magic.
No, you're just using him as an off tank. 1 better than
You know,
7.
unless
no,
this King Squid has something crazy up his sleeves, or has like a humongous amount of hit points, I
7 came out
really
before
don't see
something.
if this fight is going to be difficult.
Yeah, I think Saigan, you're going to be good with that fight. Just keep track of your hit points. Just heal Egbert, and you're
Well,
fine.
yeah, clearly. Oh, there it is. All right, fit of rage. He's angry.
You might want to cast like buff if Melody has it. No, Melody's
I don't know if anyone's got buff.
I think Melody gets buff, but I don't know if she has it yet. Melody's a really good, like, she's a cross between, we're going to Nintendo standards.
Yeah.
She's a cross between
Should
the
I
warrior.
wonder how long fit of rage is going to last. Like, should I defend through it? You know, I'm
You-
going to have my casters defend, and I'm going to have Saigan and Melody keep at it.
Fit of Rage complexion change? No, I don't actually think the squid changed colors.
It did not change color.
No.
That
I
would
know,
have
like
been
eyeball
helpful.
monsters, yeah, I know.
Try attack. Ooh. Okay.
You know what's upsetting about the eyeball monsters is usually they never got the chance to utilize their pissed offness because they only got pissed when they were less than half health, and they had to use a turn to get pissed, and then you killed them. So unless you were really incompetent at the battle, they never got a chance to crit you all the time. You know? There's a secret path in the tower. In this order, it is top left 1, top right 4, bottom left 3, bottom... Yeah, a secret path.
King Squid has calmed down.
Squid uses tri-attack again, yeah.
Tri-attack never burned. Well, since when did tri-attack burn? I thought tri-attack was a normal type.
Me too, until this game.
You didn't play Pokemon, shut up.
I don't do Pokemon, but we talked about that last time. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but tri-attack didn't cause burn, did it? Tri-attack was just a normal attack that, like, Dodrio got, wasn't it, Truth?
What face is that? Is that supposed to be, like, some popular face? Because I don't actually recognize the face.
Tri-attack has a 20% chance of paralysis, burn, and free. Did they add that in, like, Ruby Sapphire? Because I don't remember that being in, Red, Blue...
Oh, Egbert's silenced. You might want to use the Echo Herb.
No,
Egbert
I'm fine. We're fine. Oh, I can't. Hang on, this is what I'll do.
Well, both your healers are muted.
It's fine.
Okay.
We're fine. Is it in first gen? Seriously? I never saw it actually happen in first gen.
I did have one epiphany about Pokemon, and that was, except for the
That you
very
should play
first... Except for the very first Red and Blue for Game Boy, I think you could port, like, the Game Boy Advance ones.
You can port the Game Boy Advance ones. Everything from Ruby and Sapphire has been backwards compatible.
Pokemon from the Game Boy Advance today, because every platform it's gone to has been backwards compatible with the one before to some degree.
Yeah.
So people who have been using their Game Boy Advance Pokemons could have ported it to the N64, could have ported it to whatever system. I don't know how you port to PlayStation or whatever, but maybe
I used
GameCube, and then you ported it from there to someplace, and then whatever, it would just
that's Pokemon's thing. That's one of the reasons why the series is so amazing, is because you don't have to completely start over every time a new game comes out.
Well, see, I don't care about Pokemon.
Well, you should. We've been over this, and we're not going to start it again. So let's just leave it at you should play Pokemon, and you're wrong to not give it a chance. So any other interesting topics that people have to bring up? Go!
Yeah, okay, we're going to get off of Pokies, because there's a bunch of fan comic books about sex with Pokemon.
We're talking about the games, and we're not talking about Pokemon anymore.
Okay. I had to bring that up, though. I just had to.
Borg, try it. How was my day? You know, I went to work. It was an 8.5-hour day. I had lunch. I had Euros for lunch. I watched some Breaking Bad on my lunch break. That was fun. That show's stressful as balls.
Egbert needs to heal.
I know Egbert needs to heal. A lot of people need to be healed.
I thought you worked from home.
No, I do not, actually.
I got that impression.
I have a rather boring desk job, actually.
I would kill for a desk job because I don't like being physical. All the desk jobs are taken.
Oh my god, Borg! You're watching Sword Art Online? Dude, it's so good, isn't it? Asuna and Kirito's sister